and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? It's something about like my intro music. It just like gets you ready. Doesn't it get you like pumped up for the show? That's what intro music should do. Like your introduction, it should get the crowd pumped up and ready for the show. So I appreciate all of y'all for coming. Before I start, let me go ahead and say what's up to the people. But of course, we are celebrating me getting to 26K. And I couldn't have done that without you guys. You guys play a major part into getting me to 26K. So I definitely appreciate everybody's support. Even though they said I'll be buying my subscribers, that's here nor there. They said I bought them, y'all. They said I bought them. But if you feel like it, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you already have it, and hit that notification bell. And also, you know I'm broke. Go ahead and send $1 to the Cash App, PayPal, or the Venmo, or you can send a super chat, super sticker, so I see your comment. While we kill a little time to let people come in, because you know they don't be giving my notification. Oh, so I found out what it is. Even if you do hit the notifications, they still only send 5% of notifications out to people, and they don't send the rest of the notifications until after the live stream. Right, Vegas? Hit that Cash App so I can buy me some more subs. Trust me, if I'm buying subscribers, my channel will be shut down. So you'll know if I'm buying them or not. We'll just leave it at that. But what's up, Patricia? What's up, Vegas girl? Shout out to my moderator holding it down for me right now. I think Vegas is the only mod here. What's up, Millie? Millie, thank you for giving us that exclusive. I didn't know Monique and Chris Samuels were getting a divorce. We'll definitely come back with that one, but thank you for letting me know. What's up, Shauna? Shout out to all my members. What's up, Precious Pisces? Thank you for coming. And also, if you'd like to be a member, there's a join button. You just click on that and you pay your money, and then boom, you're a member, which I do owe a members live. What's up, Sunkiss? Thank you for coming, Queen. I appreciate you. Southern Belle, you have my heart. I love you too. What's up, Mimi? Thank you for coming. What's up, Annie? All right. Marcella, thank you for coming, Marcella. Always love you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for complimenting my intro music. And I paid for that, by the way. That's why I'm able to use that music. I got publishing on that. What's up, BB? What's up, Mess? All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get into it, I got a little riddle for y'all, right? Y'all ready for this? You know we ignorant on the show. So Sukiana, the goat throat, if you guys don't know who she is on Love and Hip Hop Miami. She said, I couldn't be a surrogate mother unless your baby daddy finna be my man my whole pregnancy. Now, I read this about 10 times before I understood it. Let's see if y'all can figure out the riddle. I couldn't be a surrogate mother unless your baby daddy finna be my man my whole pregnancy. Now, can anybody solve this riddle? It took me a minute. Thank you, Miss Kaser. Thank you for subscribing. I was all like, a surrogate. And I was all like, wait, huh? Like a surrogate? Funny, but not funny. Right, exactly. I was all like, oh my God. And for those of you who didn't figure it out, you know, when you carry somebody else's baby, that's what she was trying to say. And I know we shouldn't reward ignorance and stupidity, but that shit was way too funny not. Oh man. Let's go ahead and get to our first topic, y'all. I know I done killed a lot of time, but I had to give y'all that one. So rapper Cameron, right? He decided to post that he shot his shot at Nia Long. Now, a few things. I myself, I was like, yo, Nia Long obviously going through some things, and you shooting your shot at her, you know that's wrong. And come on now, Cameron, come on. So here he goes, shooting his shot at Nia Long. He said, "Hey, stink." Instead of "Hey, big head," he said, "Hey, stink." Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all just glance over that for a minute. But then the part two to it, I noticed that he had said, "Hope to hear from you soon, Mia Moore," or should I say, Nia Moore. I was all like, "Yo, he has no shame." So let me ask you guys this: do you think that it's too early for people to be shooting a shot at Nia Long, or is it fair game? Because first, I know we reported here that you know she's done with her relationship, but she has not came out publicly and said she's done with her relationship. So was that disrespectful, or you should shoot your shot at any time? I think personally, if the relationship is strong enough, then it shouldn't matter when you shoot your shot. However, because this is so public and this is a public situation like this, that's wrong. That's definitely not okay. You know, shoot. Y'all, my people, I love y'all. Too soon, disrespectful. What's up, Jacqueline? Thank you for coming. I don't think it's too early. You snooze, you lose. Right? Okay, I like some of y'all. I like how y'all thinking. It will always be too early for too early. Okay, what's up, Priscilla? Thank you for coming. Okay, we got a little mixed reaction on that. Okay, it was funny. In fairness, it was funny as hell. Fair game, but not Cameron. Right. I think it's because it's Cameron. That's why people are like, nah, nah. Shoot your shot. He does not. Right. Uh, I mean, the way he disrespected that woman, you might as well, you know, try to console her, try to help her out, mend her broken heart, you know. What's up, Cocaine? I don't know. I'm biased because I love me some Cameron. Okay, so you would say shoot your shot, Shauna. Just say it, Shauna. You would say shoot your shot. The foolery needs a right. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. But anyway, okay, we got a little mixed reaction with that. Some people say it's too early. Some people say, hell, go ahead. Hey, celebrities gonna do what they're gonna do. Now, I think what the petty part is that I don't agree is that he posted this and he talked about and he said he was left on red. Now, now why did he post that? It's okay if you shoot your shot, but why would you post it, make it an Instagram post? That's the disrespectful part right there. You know, and yes, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Ms. Kaser says she already subscribed, so I appreciate that. And if you want to drop $1 too, you know what to do. The panel the other night was cringy AT2. Wait, which panel? Oh, we need a let's make peace episode on that one. I get you. I get you. We gonna get there. What's up, Vicky? Thank you for coming. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move into the next topic. And this is important. This is why y'all should catch the live shows, because we love having fun interacting with each other. So it's very important y'all catch the live. But we appreciate the replay crew too. So we appreciate y'all. Replay crew. I need to come up with a sign for the replay crew. Anyway, moving on, we're gonna talk about Mike Hill and Cynthia Bailey. What's up, JC? Thank you for coming. Shout out to my other moderator. So I was on Bossip, right? Yes, Bossip. So it's like Black Gossip, but Bossip. And they had an interview with Cynthia Bailey. And she was, thank you, Carol. Thank you for coming. She was talking about the Mike Hill situation and stuff like that. But before we get into the cheating allegations, did y'all know that she sold that home, the Lake Bailey? Now, this home was featured when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that. She decided to sell her home and then move to LA with Mike. And so, with her selling her home, Cynthia is basically homeless because she lives in Mike's home. Po Cynthia. Po, Cynthia. Man. Shout out to the hospital pictures. But Cynthia is now homeless. However, I will say this: her daughter's father and her daughter actually live in LA, so I'm pretty sure she's probably staying with them. Or now this is just this had nothing to do with the article, but y'all know when people get divorced, they still like sleep and mess around with each other. So they could still be living in the house. But I think for the most part, she's probably staying with her daughter. But she sold her home and everything like that. So this woman had no plans to come back to Atlanta, of course, to visit and stuff like that. But she had no plans to come back to Atlanta. She starting her life in LA now. And the thing is, one of the reasons why she moved to LA is because she's getting into acting. And she even said at Bravocon, because I've been looking at clips and stuff like that, she said at Bravocon, like, never say never, but right now she's focused on her acting. So she's not looking to go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta or anything like that. Or she's not even looking to go to Beverly Hills. So as of right now, Cynthia will not be back on the Housewives, probably like a guest appearance or something like that, but she won't be back for now. She's focused on her acting, which I think that's good for her. One of the things I appreciate is that Cynthia isn't coming off desperate. Y'all know how like some of these housewives and stuff like that come off desperate and like really thirsty to like get back on the show and stuff like that. Like y'all have to find out some other avenue besides being on reality TV. Like you got to make your money outside of that, because once that's gone, you basically gone and you're going to be begging. So I actually appreciate Cynthia that she's not begging to be back on. What's up, Cousin Cubs? Thank you for coming. I can't believe they're getting a divorce. Let's talk about it. So Cynthia has shut down the cheating allegations. She said that it wasn't any cheating to her knowledge. But she said once they moved in together, they realized that they weren't as compatible as they were. Now, this is why I actually do want a long distance relationship. But this is why one of the long distance relationships, this is why sometimes they work, because you're not all in somebody's grill. You're not all in somebody's face. So you have that time apart to miss each other, And Mike seems like he's very anal. Maybe I used the wrong word, but y'all know what I mean by anal, right? He seems like he probably wants the toilet paper a certain way, or he wants his home to look a certain way, and you gotta make sure that you clean and you're, regular stuff, but he's probably like really nitpicky and shit like that. And Cynthia probably is not used to that because she had her own shit. So he's probably very anal. Take that how you want to. But she said there was no cheating or anything like that. They just wasn't compatible and they realized it. So that's why they're getting a divorce. I think that's also speaks to why you shouldn't get married so quickly. Like, why were you such a rush to get married? And especially for it to not even be on TV, that's a fail, Right. Mark Shore had a lot of female friends. Oh, yeah. I remember that. They do a whole scene about that. And make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button too. Might seem more to be oversexed. Oh, he said Cynthia was needy. Ooh, so Cynthia was needy. Mm, right, for them. And remember, not everybody's relationship works for everybody. It probably worked for them to be apart. And he probably was out doing his own thing too while they were apart. Cynthia was slightly a little parched for Mike Hill, or Mr. Hill, I should say, with all the female friends he had. Mm, okay. Do you think he was a rebound? Um, could be. You mean from Peter Pumpkin Eater? Possibly, he could have just been a rebound. And like I said, when people are of a certain age, they like to get married fast. But this seems like more like, oh, I wanted to get married fast so it can be on TV and stuff like that, more than like it was love. You know, it goes both ways. You know what I mean? Having too many women friends don't help. Yeah, a lot of women don't like that. Some women don't want you to have any. What's up, Miss T? Thank you for coming. Vegas said, I think so. Cups of conversation. She was in a hurry to get anybody. I never thought he was that into her. Ooh. Oh, just like the Mark and Kenya situation. Cynthia kept saying she wanted to get married because she turned 50. Okay. So a lot of y'all think that she just wanted to rush and get married. Okay. That's pretty much the consistent consensus with everybody. All right, so we're going to move into the last story. So, as you guys may or may not know, Jen Shah from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City went ahead and crashed Bravocon. You know, this weekend they're doing Bravocon, the big Bravo event and stuff like that. She went ahead and crashed it. Now, what's interesting was that her invitation was rescinded, and it was rescinded when she pled guilty. And so after she pled guilty, Bravo took it back. Now, here's the weird thing about that. They took it back, but yet she's still on the new season of the show. So I don't know if they were trying to save grace or whatnot. But anyway, so the Real Housewives OC, her name is Tamra Judge. She actually dropped that. Jen Shah was the one who was trying to get on BravoCon and wasn't allowed, and that she was in her hotel room and all this other stuff. Basically, threw the girl under the bus, right? And implied that she might be a little desperate because she crashed an event that she wasn't invited to. So Jen took to her Twitter, and this is what she had to say. She said, anyone believing I crash anyone's party needs a reality check. I am the party. Also, I'm getting paid for BravoCon. Stop worrying about where I'm at. If I wasn't at your event, party, or panel, then it wasn't worth my time. Thank you for keeping my name in your mouth and trending. Now, to me, she seemed very salty. This seems like very much I'm going to show up to the event even though I know I wasn't invited to it. How desperate is that? Y'all, I feel bad for her. Like, how desperate can you be to come to an event and then you put on Twitter and pretend like, oh, yeah, I'm still getting paid for the event? Now, I know sometimes when you do have agreements and stuff like that, and you sign contracts, they'll have to pay you like a deposit to show up somewhere. So maybe she kept the deposit and that's what she meant. But Bravo didn't send her a plane. They didn't give her a hotel. She's sleeping in other people's hotel room. They didn't give her a hotel. They didn't give her car service. This woman literally crashed an event that she was uninvited to. This is some crazy shit. Have y'all ever? Well, let me not ask that because I don't want y'all. But well, no, I can ask that question. Have y'all ever crashed the event that y'all was not invited to before? I don't think I've ever done that. Fire. Some people called it that. They called it Firefest. Jen Shah is a liar. I don't believe anything she says. Right. The woman said she wasn't guilty, but then she pled guilty. What's up, Nia? Thank you for coming. She's the party, but then got kicked out. Right. Exactly. Now I will say I haven't watched this season or whatever, but I will say I don't think I think without her on the show, I don't think that show will survive. I do think she's needed on the show, but as far as Bravocon and her showing up on her own, that's sad, y'all. That is really sad. Right before she, she's pitiful, criminal, Jen, robbing poor people. Right, right. Her mouth is pouring nothing but right packs of condoms. The saltiness has made her thirsty and her hypertension is unchecked. Oh man. She got hypertension from all the salt. Aaron, I don't know why Jen didn't plead not guilty due to the insanity because, right, why didn't she plead insanity? I definitely would have pleaded insanity. She should have been allowed to go. Oh, so she still should have been allowed to go. That's going to bring me to my next point, Sebastian. I'm going to wait for that. That's going to bring me to my next point. I'm from Miami. You don't crash parties unless you're ready to fight. So, nope, never crashed an event. Fair enough. Thank you, Juice. Let me go ahead and okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Because someone asked Andy, and I have the tweet right here. Someone had asked Andy, and they said Andy says that Jen Shah wasn't at the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City panel at Bravocon because once she pled guilty, it was the end of the engagement there, and he hopes to do a sit down with her because he has a lot of questions for her. Now, with this tweet, what I was wondering, because the last part, it says, because once she pled guilty, it was the end of the engagement there, and he hopes to do a sit down with her because he has a lot of questions for her. Well, don't they have like a reunion show? So my thing is that, are they saying that her engagement with the show is over, like it period? Like she's not going to be able to be on the show? Like, I'm confused what that meant, that last part. Like the whole, I don't know if, like, does that mean that she's getting the boot like after the season is over with? Like, I'm kind of wondering that. Her sentence is in December, so possibly she can go to jail. Now, what she's telling people is that she's not going to jail. We don't know that for sure. But it does bring me to my next point. You had Teresa. Teresa went to jail, right? And it was like tax fraud and all that stuff, right? She went to jail. So Teresa was at Bravocon. So why is Jen Shah not allowed to be at Bravocon? Now, granted, defrauding your tax, defrauding the government and defrauding elderly people and taking their money is two different things. I will admit that. But don't you feel like if you're bold enough to show it on the show, then why not let this woman be there? You wasn't ashamed where you took it off the show, you know? Like you weren't ashamed of it, like, hey, we're severing all ties. We're not going to have her on the show. You still are allowing her to be on the show. So how badly do you feel about her pleading guilty? I'm just saying. What's up, Sadie? Thank you for coming. True, she already served her time. Yeah, she's facing a lot of time, BB. You're right about that. The hypocrisy is unreal. With Jen have been invited, she was right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's true. What's up, Mina? Thank you for coming. Let's talk about it. Because it seems like they're going to make the example out of Jen. But then, okay, even though Erica has not been charged with anything, let's be fair, she hasn't been charged with anything. But the accusations are that she took money from widows and orphans. So is it one thing where it's like it's okay as long as you don't plead guilty, and like where is the line drawn? Because it seems like they like controversy, but they want to pull back into like, oh well, because you did this or you did or you pleaded guilty, we don't want any association. But you're still making money off this woman. At least let her come to BravoCon and not be sitting outside the event. But like I'm telling you, Jen Shah was in People Hotel. She was taking pictures outside the event with housewives and fans. Like she went there. Jen Shah probably had to purchase a ticket to BravoCon, and they rejected her ass. You know, they rejected her ass from coming. You know, Jen is too close on the dark side. Okay, I can see that. And granted, you know, yes, defrauding elderly people and stealing their money, that is horrible. I am not excusing that at all. But we've seen so many of these housewives do questionable things. Like, you know, what's the saying, y'all? Where my old heads at? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't even know what gander is, but I remember hearing that saying. Let me see. Really, if Jen leaves the show, then to me, the show is boring. All the villains would be gone. Jen, Mary Cosby, Jenny. Right. Bring Mary back. I would love if they brought Mary back. If they bring Mary back, I'll watch the show. But until Mary comes back, I'm not watching it. Bring Mary back. I want to see everything. Mary was the only one that could go after the girls and they would like buckle and fall. They would like buckle, you know, go into the fetal position. They could not mess with Mary. No matter how crooked Mary could be, they could not mess with her. Now that's one of the ones that they should have brought her to BravoCon, damn it. Oh, we got Juice up here. Hey Juice, how you doing?
Hey, can you hear me? Can you
I
hear
can hear
me
you now.
too? Okay, I don't know why I'm getting the feedback, but how you doing? I finally catch one of your shows.
Oh yeah, there is like a little feedback. It's like arr, arr, arr.
Okay, all right, there we go. Okay,
Okay, now say
I'm gonna
something.
call you back from my studio.
Okay, yeah, call me back.
All right, bye.
Okay, while we wait for Juice to come on, let me catch up to some of your comments. Oh yeah, make sure to hit the like button, all that good stuff. While we wait, Mary be the end, end up in prison. It stayed on the TV. Oh, you think she would have ended up in prison too? Oh, let me let Sebastian go. Come on. What's up, Sebastian? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Go ahead and sound off. What you want to speak on?
The thing is, I think they should have allowed Jen to go because, like, this is like the last moments, the last moment of her days of being free. They should have, out of pity, they should have allowed her. I don't like Jen because she's messy and is always and needs help, but they should have allowed her to go. But one thing I will say is her sentencing is not looking too good.
Mm. You think she's gonna face some jail time?
Oh, she's not going to see her kids graduate. She's not going to see the one who's in med school to graduate.
Woo.
That's for sure. He might have a whole nother life when she finally comes out, or if she comes out, because if she gets 30 years, she's probably not going to live that long.
I mean, 30 years is a long time. And my thing, I'm wondering too, have any of the other people associated with her been sentenced yet or no?
The thing is, they took deals, 82, they took deals. I think Stewart took a deal and he probably will be out in 8 years.
Oh.
She wanted to hold this thing out and said, I was innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. But look at you now. So dumb.
Right. But then I also think about, okay, well, I know she instead of go because if she went through the court process, it would have been worse. But I heard the reason why she ended up pleading guilty was because she was hoping that she could avoid jail time and stuff like that. Do you think she got good enough lawyers to avoid jail?
She's gonna have to do some time. The minimum she's gonna probably have to do is 10 years, in my opinion. Actually, no. The minimum she'll probably do is 8 to 10 years, but most likely she's gonna do more than that.
Man. And then I wonder if the victims, if they do get any kind of like money from, restitution or like,
They
are the
probably
victims
will.
going to be paid?
I feel like they will.
Because my thing, I'm thinking that they probably probably hid that money somewhere, done, put it on an offshore account or something like that. That money is probably gone. That's what I'm thinking.
The thing is, she has to pay some fines and restitution. So they probably will be getting some money. If not, if she doesn't pay, they probably garnish it. And what I hope they don't do, I hope they don't implicate Coach Shah on this.
Oh, her husband. Right, right. Let me let Juice. Oh, she's not there. Okay. Hold on. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. Hey.
You know why I have you running in this studio? I was like, oh my gosh, it's about time I can catch him. You be coming on the wee hours because I'm over here in Georgia.
Yeah.
Those hours for me, 82 is like, oh, Look, I'm on my Sunday in my pajamas all day because I finally get a day to chill. So I'm in these PJs today.
Yeah.
But hey, I've been missing you.
Yes, I miss you too. And I appreciate you making time to come and check out the show too. I do want to say that.
Well, thank you. Hey, Sebastian, are you being good?
I'm always good.
Woo! Okay.
But what you want to add to the show, Juice?
Well, you're talking about Jen Shaw and all the stuff that's going on with her. And I have to tell you, like I said in the comment, if Jen leaves the show, we're not going to have no more villains. So I don't know if it's going to be a good show to watch. Y'all didn't got rid of Jenny. Yeah, she was a mess. She said some stuff we ain't like. Y'all also got rid of Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby was a whole show. They even had to bring her on like a semi cameo on this latest episode.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They did?
Well, she wasn't there, but they had like flashbacks of her because they were like, "Oh, is this one of Mary Cosby's house?" And so they flashed her picture up on the screen and so forth. So y'all can't just get rid of Mary.
Oh, they using Mary. They need to bring Mary back.
Oh yes, they do. I think they do.
Yeah, but Juice, you're right. If they get rid of Jen Shaw, they don't have any more villains. Like I know they're supposed to be having like some friends to the show this season, but we don't care about them. Bring back Mary.
Oh my goodness. Mary was a mess, but she was like, Mary could read you just with her eyes alone. That was she was something else. But as far as Jen crashing, I mean, I don't know. Did she really crash? I mean, was she invited, disinvited? I don't know the whole story of that, but
she was disinvited because she pled guilty.
Okay.
But she's claiming that she still got paid to show up.
Well, on the show, she said that she was not guilty and that she was not going to plead guilty. So I'm surprised she changed. Maybe that was something with the legal, but I don't know.
No, she had to.
Yeah.
Because if she did go to trial in front of a jury and everything, it was not going to look good for her. She probably could have gotten the maximum sentence.
Yeah, because Stu, I think, pled guilty, right? Whatever his name is.
Pled guilty and blamed the whole thing on Jen and was able to get a nice 8 years, I think.
Ooh.
He did the smart way out.
Okay.
I know her sentencing is on December 15th, I believe.
It was postponed. And it's so ironic because that's Meredith Marks' birthday.
Oh, wow. She might be going to jail on her birthday. But Sebastian, let me ask you this. if she does not get any jail time, should she continue on the show or should she be fired still?
The thing is, if she doesn't get any jail time, it's going to look bad on Bravo's part.
Well, why would it look bad on Bravo if she don't get any jail time? Bravo had nothing to do with her business, right?
She has a very high fan base. If y'all notice that, Jen has a fan base that is just... And the thing is, if she's not even going to be on the show next season, it's going to be even worse because who's going to watch it? If Mary's not there, Jen's not there, what show is there to watch?
Well, I think if her assistant got jail time or is getting jail time and Jen doesn't, I think that would be a bad look at the system, as far as the legal system, because she was the owner from what I understand of it. So if her assistant got jail time and he wasn't even the owner, you can't just let the secretary go down and not get the owner, of any corporation. So...
Right. And Juice, question for you. Yeah. So if Jen is able to get by, should she still be on the show?
I think she should. I mean, there's a lot of people that are on a lot of these reality shows that have probably done a lot of stuff. I mean, Apollo is back on, he did his cameo on Housewives of Atlanta, and he actually did prison time, a few times. So, there's a lot of other people that have done some things in their past, legal wise, and they're back on these shows. So.
Right. And I guess what makes it worse is that she defrauded old people and, sold them services that weren't there. But I still go back to well, she didn't anybody. So I know I'm going to get canceled for this, but she didn't anybody. So I mean,
AT2, that
white criminals on Bravo, right?
That white criminal crime is hard. But you're right. She haven't done some of the stuff that we would probably put her under the jail for, but she did her part. And when you go into taking people's money, especially senior citizens, they're going to come after you. Senior citizens and children, they're going to come after you.
That's the most vulnerable group. That's one of the most vulnerable groups in the country because they're on fixed income. So the thing is, I feel bad for her kids. I feel bad for her kids. Those are the only people I feel bad for. Her kids. And I think she needs to let Coach Shah go.
Where's he gonna go? Where's he going?
She needs to divorce him before she goes in.
I don't think their faith is going to allow him to do that, though.
And I think if you get a divorce, it doesn't absolve you. If you were married during the time period, it doesn't absolve you.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't think he's going. I don't think Coach Shah would divorce her. I really don't. I don't think he would let her go. But I understand your point, Sebastian, is probably try and take some of the heat off of him as far as legal wise, but I think he's already in there. I think if any divorces were to be done, it would have had to be done maybe before the case. But I'm not a legal person. I'm not giving no legal information. I'm just thinking, from what I've seen.
Oh, wow, BB, I didn't know that. Oh, that makes me feel horrible. I read that two of the senior citizens committed S.
Oh, no, I hope not.
Oh, man.
I like old people. That's why I have no sympathy for Jen.
Yeah. Like I said, what she did was horrible. I'm not excusing that. But I feel like if they're going to try to be the moral police, just like when they fired Jenny, even though she said some racist, questionable shit, I feel like, why do you still have Ramona on the show?
No. There's a difference. There's a difference, guys. No. There's a complete difference between Jenny and Ramona. We're not gonna do this.
No, Sebastian. I gotta push back on that. Is the difference because it was more overt than the other one, or
there's a complete difference? Did Ramona post things that George Floyd deserved to die the way he did because he's a criminal? Did Ramona do that? No, she did not.
True. But they've been replaying the scene recently, and I wish I could show it. But It was, I guess, her and Ebony. Juice, I think your internet. But it was between her and Ebony, and they was like at this they were talking about the black mortality rate. And
Yeah,
a lot of
in
black women die.
childbirth.
And then Ramona was all like, well, I, had trouble. And I think I would, and like, you was all like, she's tone deaf. And like, oh. So trust me,
But there's a difference
Jenny
between
was worse than Ramona. Yes, I agree. But there's been a history of Ramona. And mind you, I don't watch the Real Housewives of New York, but I know enough to where you see a pattern with Ramona.
but there's a difference between problematic and racist. There's a difference between problematic and racist. Jenny is racist. Ramona is just problematic.
Okay, so Ramona got to wear a white hood for you to believe. But before we get into that, allegedly, thank you so much for the $49.99. I appreciate that. And because you did that, we got to play a little commercial right now.
Girl, he was supposed to have go get him a lawyer. Instead, he was at the buffet eating crab legs, sucking on crab legs. Girl, he was over there just cracking them crab legs and sucking on them and eating them. Girl, he didn't go get him a lawyer. He was at the buffet eating some crab legs. Girl, ooh, girl. You know I got the receipts, girl.
AT2, those commercials. Oh my God. There's a crab shortage right now,
Yeah, I heard like a billion crabs. Some they disappeared and they don't know why. I
Yeah.
still want my damn crab legs.
They're going to cost you about $900 for a pound now.
Right. But Juice, let me ask you something. Okay, so regarding like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Like, do you think that they should hold all the housewives accountable for the stuff they do, or they should pick and choose? And mind you, I will say, of course, Ramona is a bigger star than Jenny, but I just mean in general, if they're going to use this moral compass, should they hold that for all of them?
Of course they should. I mean, because then they get into that bias part, and superstars are allowed to do this and non-superstars can't do that. No, that would be a huge legal issue. I think if they did that, say that the stars don't have to hold up to certain rules and the newbies do. No. I think all of it should be held accountable when it comes to that moral aspect. Yes.
Right. Okay. So I want to move back to Cynthia and Mike Hill. So she went ahead, sold her home, moved in with them, and they found out. Now, she dispelled the cheating rumors, but she found out that they just weren't compatible. So, Juice, since you're married, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think that sometimes it's good to have two different homes?
Yeah, if they both in your name.
Okay.
If they both in your name. Now, I'm surprised. Now, I've been in and out of town. I travel a lot, AD2. So I haven't caught up with Cynthia. But Cynthia, I never thought she would sell her house. So if she sold her house and then moved in with
she sold it. It's gone.
And she did not have her name on anything, that's an issue as far as like, oh my goodness, now you're going through divorce and what's the issue? Did y'all have any paperwork and all that stuff? As
she's homeless. She ain't got a home.
She better go find Peter. Just go find Peter. Go find Peter.
Sebastian, what are your thoughts about Cynthia?
Cynthia's situation is probably going to be even worse than Kenya's. Because most of Kenya's assets were acquired before marriage. Kenya was a millionaire before marriage. So let's say this whole situation with Cynthia, her acting career, money that she got from her acting career and all this, that's going to be a whole nother situation.
So I have a question. So a lot of people mention Cynthia's money and stuff like that. Is Mike Hill broke?
Yes. No, Sebastian, from what I understand, and I had to speak to my husband on this part because, this is the sports part. He has his own income, his own wealth. I don't know how much because I asked him also, I said,
we're going to look it up. That's why I turned off my camera.
No problem. I said, does Mike have the money or Cynthia? And my husband said, I don't know about Cynthia because I'm not, into the housewives. He says, but as far as the sports athlete, him being one of the
broadcasters and hosts, yeah.
Right. He said he has his own money. He has to have his own
15 million.
Money. Okay. See, he's got some money.
Let me look up Cynthia's. Go ahead, Sebastian.
Yeah, but he has his wealth now. Cynthia, on the other hand, I don't know everything that she has, but ooh, Cynthia. Now, if Cynthia sold her house and put all her money into her bank account, then that's a wise woman, you know.
Right,
But
right,
if she put it into his house, oh no. And I hope Cynthia would not be, that naive to do something like that. I'm hoping she pocketed all her money.
right.
Can you
In
guys hear
this
me?
case, sir, I think it's like a straight to DVD kind of things that she's in. I haven't seen
Can you
it.
guys hear me?
Yeah, now I
Oh, we
can,
can hear you
Sebastian. I
now.
couldn't
Yeah,
hear
your
you.
mic was silent. I think it's your internet.
Oh no.
Oh, your internet. I can't
Some
with you, AT2. I can't.
something went out. I think it reset it for a second. Okay. So the situation is once he left Fox Sports to go to Mark Lamont Hill's Black News channel to be a sports broadcaster for there. And that channel actually flopped in a matter of months, I think.
Okay.
And then he went bankrupt. Mark Lamont Hill's thing. So he
Mm,
was not even getting a good salary anymore from that show, that little Black News channel thing, because it wasn't even really that big.
Mm.
right, right.
He rushed this marriage.
Cynthia's worth 2 million, by the way.
Two. Child. Whoever sold her house should have really had more money because she should have got more than that. 2 million, Cynthia. Your house is in Atlanta, in the good area. Girl, you should have hired my husband to be your broker. Cynthia.
Yeah, it said she
Cynthia.
only worth 2 million.
I hope that's
Man.
before she sold the house and not after she sold the house. But
Yeah. Well, good because now she can ask Mike for a house. So hopefully she
And
works or a nice little condo in LA.
I don't know. Did they have a prenup? Because if they didn't have a prenup, she can go after him because she makes less and he makes more. If the reports are right,
Oh,
she go after him for alimony.
that's a good question.
Could she do that?
Sebastian, should Cynthia ask for alimony?
I don't know if she wants to go through that much if she wants to go through that legal process.
I honestly think they're probably going to be like, nah, like let's just separate and move on
Maybe
because
so.
they weren't together long enough to really have anything shared because she moved into his house.
Child, she should have put a tenant in her house and kept her house. Then
Yep,
she could
that's
have
what she
told the
should have
tenant
did.
to
She should
move.
have rented it out.
Then she could have told that tenant to go ahead and move out. Can Cynthia ever hold on to somebody longer than she holds on to some wigs? Because Cynthia, she need to put some glue on these men because the way
Peter's the only one that was able to stay with Cynthia for the longest. Peter stayed with Cynthia for the longest.
y'all, I am loving Peter Thomas right now. He is doing cameos on all the good shows.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm loving
Right.
him.
And he's going to be on Potomac.
Yes, he was already on Potomac. He was on there talking with Wendy, child. I can't believe, well, when we talk about Peter, we'll talk about it. But child, Peter told Wendy 80-20 and she said good. I was like, girl, you dumb. You book smart, but you street dumb. Girl.
Okay. And BB said they don't have a prenup, allegedly.
They don't.
Oh, they don't.
Because they were in a rush to get that marriage.
Yes. And they are in, you know what? I actually don't know what state it would be recognized in because like they got married, remember, in Atlanta and stuff like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean their marriage license is in Georgia. But Georgia is a half and half state too, right, Juice?
You know what? I don't know that part legally. I don't know that part. I only know the real estate side. I don't know the whole divorce part.
Oh,
I don't want to
okay.
speak wrong on that.
Sebastian, do you know?
I have
You're
no
from
idea.
the East, though. You don't know, huh?
I'm from the Northeast. Yep.
Yeah, I thought maybe. Okay, go ahead and talk, you guys, while I look it up real quick.
Yeah, so Precious Pisces say, yes, Juice Ray, I agree. She should have rented the house. I think she should have rented the house. Sebastian said the same thing, right, Sebastian? She should have rented that house.
She should have rented the house, made some income on the side right there while she was working on her acting career.
Oh, Sebastian. Goodness, Sebastian, I can't. But Sebastian, did you see Peter on the Ready to Love series?
No, I haven't. I only saw him on Potomac, Love and Marriage DC.
Yes, I saw that.
And he was also in Atlanta. Remember, he was on Roa too at Charade.
Yes. Peter is going around. He is spreading that business out there. Let me tell you, I think maybe Cynthia may go back to Peter if he take her back. Do you think she should
I
get
can,
back with Peter?
I could see that. I could see them
I see
getting
it
back
too.
The
together.
thing is, Peter's the only one who could have tolerated Cynthia.
And her family.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the only one that I saw really fought against that mom and that sister. I do think Cynthia and Peter should have a relationship again. They may not get married. I would say not get married again. But she better come on and talk to Peter because he been looking real cute in all these little cameos he doing with all these bar ones now. Yes.
Anyway, in Georgia, it says Georgia does not follow community property laws. This means that marital property does not get automatically divided 50-50 between spouses seeking a divorce. Instead, Georgia courts follow an equitable distribution approach for property division following separation. So up to the courts, basically.
Up to the lawyer.
Right, exactly. But I do think Peter and Cynthia, they probably gonna get back together. Not married, but they'll probably hook up and stuff like that. I can definitely see that being her return back to the Real Housewives.
Oh yes, but I gotta ask one question though.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the whole world did Cynthia ever leave Leon? Child, Leon? Why did she leave Leon? Girl, that's when I knew that girl had a problem. I knew her brain wasn't
They
straight.
didn't get married. Peter was her first marriage, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. And she dated
That's
Leon,
weird.
and that's who his daughter is from, Leon, the handsome Leon.
That's weird that she didn't marry him, but she didn't get married until
they were engaged.
Oh, and wasn't that like her storyline too? If I remember, like she was engaged a whole bunch of times and never got married. Wasn't that her kind of story when she first started?
The thing is, I never paid attention to Cynthia because she was always boring to me. So
let me tell you, when Leon was doing the cameos, I was watching real close because I am a huge Leon lover fan. Even my husband, to the point, Leon was at the tennis match. And my husband called me. He says, babe, your man's on TV. And I ran down them stairs so fast, I thought I almost stumbled, but I had to see Leon. He's so cute.
Everybody loves Leon in the chat.
They do. Wise women. I don't know what Cynthia's going to do, but I'm going to pray for her because that's a lot. Y'all think maybe she's doing this to get back on the Housewives of Atlanta for another season? You think she's trying to come back?
She says she doesn't want to. She said that she wants to focus on her acting.
Well, I think she's gonna be needing to focus on her acting on another Bravo show because she don't have a house. She don't have a lot of money, and she need to come on back and get some money.
Oh, Leon was in Oz, huh? I forgot all about that. Yeah, he played in a lot of different stuff.
Oh, he's such a hottie. The best one was Waiting to Exhale. Ciao.
He wasn't Waiting to Exhale too?
Something happened at Bravocon, guys.
What?
Jennifer Aiden threw drinks at Melissa and Joe.
What?
Oh, really?
Jennifer, what is wrong with her?
I love Jennifer, okay? Jennifer and Teresa, they are my favorite housewives in Jersey.
All these people named these Jen, Shah, Jen.
There's too many Jens. They got to change their name when they get on the show because it's too many Jens.
I know. That is too much. So she threw a drink on it? Child.
Wow, that is crazy. All right, you guys, we almost at the hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and end the show. Sebastian, closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts are, Cynthia, you need to figure out your business because I don't know. Oh, you're putting me to sleep. Even this divorce thing, I was not even shocked or anything. 10-10-20, that's when we all learned that she got divorced on the same date she got married. We were on Diva's channel. I was the one. Diva was heartbroken when I said it. I was
shout out to Diva.
10-10-22, she got divorced. 10-10-20, she got married. So they were probably only married for like a year and 6 months, 18 months maybe, and then they just divorced once 24 months hit. I'm tired of Cynthia. I really am. She needs to figure this out. Also, Salt Lake, y'all need to make sure Mary's on that show again. Mary needs to be back on that show next season. Mary has been vindicated of all the charges. All of the charges have been dropped.
She was.
Even the kidnapping charges have been dropped.
Mhm.
I want to see Mary back on that show, because no way y'all have a whole criminal on that show, an actual criminal, and then Mary M. Cosby, who's vindicated. We don't have her there. We need to put her there, because that show gonna be on Peacock. Or you know what? It's gonna go on a hiatus. It's gonna be just like Miami. Go on a hiatus for what, 9 years, and then go to Peacock. Yes.
Oh no, not a hiatus.
That's it.
Sebastian, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
I love Sebastian. I love him.
And Juice, go ahead and close us out. Final thoughts?
Listen, final thoughts is, ladies, take a tip from Cynthia and get your records together. Your man may love you today and hate you tomorrow. So make sure that the bank account has only your name and your name alone. Access only in your PIN number only. Y'all take some tips from Cynthia. Don't just sit back and laugh at her. Learn from her.
I mean, you right on that one. You right. Go ahead and shout out your YouTube channel and everything.
Well, it's the Juice Radio and Talk Show. All you got to do is type in the full name, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Look for the red mug. You'll see us there. Make sure that you subscribe and click that notification button. We do a lot of church news. We're trying to get people back in the churches. But before we get them back in the church, we out here cleaning up the church. So we talking about this stuff some of these pastors are doing that's wrong. And we try to make people aware of it, get it fixed, trying to protect these people. We tired of people going into these churches, getting hurt, abused, and manipulated and taken advantage of. And so we're going to call ourselves the guard at the gate. And we're going to make sure before you enter some of these churches, you know what you're entering into.
Yes, and I love your show, and I love your message behind everything. And you go live on Facebook, Instagram, you go live on everything. So if you can't catch it on YouTube, you can catch it on Instagram. Like, I just love everything that you do, and you make people feel welcome. So that's what I appreciate about you. And thank you for coming on the show today.
I love it. I'm going to go back and watch the reviews now. Like I said, I'm in my PJs, so I'm going to cuddle in these covers and do me a AT2 review, like a full watch all the episodes I missed. Watch all of them, catching up. Thank you so much for being so gracious to have me on your show. I love your show too. You're an honest guy, and I love you, love you. And my team loves you too. They adore you.
Yes, so I love them too. So yes.
All right, y'all. Thank you for everything. All right.
All right, y'all, we're going to come to the end of the show. And what I appreciate about Juice is that she let me ask her, like, hey, you know, can like, go ahead and shout out your channel, because I seen somebody in here. Now, I didn't address it. Now, don't be with the fuck shit, because, you know, we had a good show. But I did time, so I didn't block them, but I did time somebody out because they came in here promoting somebody else's channel saying, like, we need to help them get to whatever number. No, you asked me if you can promote somebody's channel in my goddamn show. Like, don't just come in here promoting somebody's channel asking people to fuck. No! And especially somebody I don't like. No! What the hell is wrong with you? Right, Vic? I got that one quick. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to people's lives and start promoting my damn channel. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Sebastian, are you still there real quick? Let me ask Sebastian real quick. Sebastian, you still there?
I'm here. I'm very much here.
What do you think about, like, people coming in your chat and promoting somebody else's channel?
That's just wrong. I didn't give you that authorization to.
Yeah.
That's basically that's just basically clout chasing.
Great. And also, like, I'm not even going to call it out. I was like, I'm going to wait until the end. I was like, I'm not even going to call it out. I'm just going to time it out and just be like, whatever. I noticed that person is not in here no more either.
Shaking my head.
Messy ass people. I know you love to be messy too, so that's why.
I'm not messy. I'm very clean.
Yes, you are. You are. Oh, you know what? Actually, somebody left me a comment the other day. I'm going to send it to your DM after the show, okay?
Was it about me?
Yeah, it was about you, and I didn't understand it. I was like, what are they talking about? But I'll send it to your DM, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you allegedly for the super chat, super sticker. I do appreciate that. If anybody sent any Cash App, PayPal, Venmos, I appreciate you guys, and I will thank you later as I always do. I love every single one of y'all. 26K, couldn't do it without y'all. I have some pre-recorded videos coming up. So I don't know if I'm going to go live, but if I do go live, it'll be later on in the day, kind of like when everything chills down, you know, football going on. The Niners lost. That's not even my team, but, you know, I'm from the Bay, so, you know, support, but whatever. But we'll be on a little bit later today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you to everybody who checks out the replay crew. Oh, and also, I forgot, speaking of money, besides the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, you can do a super thanks, which is like a super chat after the show. So you can do that as well, too. But anyway, y'all, we out of here. Love y'all. Deuces. We out.